What's up, PDH people? It's your boy Clay. How you doing? I know we said in the last video that was going to be the last one of 2023. Psych. I wanted to take the opportunity. We just added some features to the website that I'm super duper excited about, and I wanted to take the opportunity to kind of reach out and do a little montage. Not a montage. It's like a little snapshot of like where we've been, how far we've come, what I expect to see next year. Just a quick little 5 or 7 minutes, and that's it. So before I jump into the new features that were added, let's take a little look at where we were way back when. All right, cPDH players, the time has come. Wow, like night mode, day mode, right? You know, sorry about your eyes. It was blinding way back then. Like, it was Google Sites. I apologize. That's where we were. In between, I don't really even have any footage of that. We had a GitHub site before we moved over to WordPress. Big shout out to my man Adam. We don't talk about him enough. He's kind of a driving force back here in the back end. He helped out tremendously in the migration over to the Looker dashboards, all those different features that you have, well, I don't want to say take for granted, but you have access to now that feel like you've always had access to. Yeah, he was a big person who helped in that push and getting us in that direction. So big shout out to Adam. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. All right, new features. Here we go. Okay, landing page of the website, same. Of course, looks completely different than what you just saw there previously in that little snippet of 4 seconds. Landing page. I went and added some links to be able to get to our various projects. We do talk about stuff in our Discord. We do have links to deck lists in Mox Field. It's not really a primary feature at this point, but that does exist. And then obviously where you're viewing us, there's the YouTube link. So if you want to kind of spread this around to your friends, and I'd really appreciate that. All right. So the big deal. So you're going to recognize this metadata. This is part and parcel to what you have become accustomed to. If you allow me the opportunity to, let's take a brief second for a retroactive look and to see what this used to look like way back in the day, so we can kind of appreciate where we came from. Take it away. Results, baby. If you're putting up those results, if you're a skilled player doing skilled things with magic cards, boom, Battlefield, baby. Man, that was crazy. One chart at a time. If you remember those days all in a row, that was crazy. Couldn't really manipulate it or look at it in any other perspective than what was represented there at the time, plus all of that like bright screen, everybody's eyes. I am so sorry. We've gotten better. So just a continuation of a theme. We started there, and now we are here. Moving into 2024, we're just going to continue to grow, get better, all of that stuff. Now, the thing that I wanted to point to immediately off the bat is in this metadata page, there's now a new set of buttons, all data and organized play. So we have, at the time of this recording, we have 880 something games logged in all of the data. That data is still available for download. If you press this statistics page, or if you go visit this statistics page, there's a link in there that'll allow you to, as always, download the data in its completeness, its wholeness. You can download everything that we have, and you can run your own statistics if you want to. You can troubleshoot us, make sure we're truth telling and all that stuff. That's still available there, but here you can now cycle between all of the data and data that's organized play. So that right now, that's tournaments, but that could be tournaments, leagues, anything that has been held in a structured, organized fashion that's beyond open play. You can now look at that data specifically via the click of a button. Isn't that amazing? I love it. Now, I don't want to gloss over this. It's also important to note that we had some conversations on the back end, and we decided, along with this transition of showing organized play and having access to all of the data, the filter was automatically going to start at January 1 of 2023. Why is that? You could say, most people could say that not January 2023, but 2023 as a whole for the competitive meta of the PDH format was kind of a formative, transitive type of year. We had a very, very big year in cPDH, and it's not that the other stuff doesn't matter, doesn't count. That's not what we're trying to say. What we're trying to say is that when you're doing an analysis, performing an analysis of data prior to 2023, you'll notice that some of those trends may be somewhat outdated, and that we want to kind of keep that focus current and truly represent on the website what has been happening in the meta. Now, eventually, as we move into, years as they pass by, we're going to probably cap that. Now, that doesn't mean that the data isn't available. You still can go and manually select all of it. You still have access to all of that. We wanted to provide that to you. However, as a default, we wanted to cap that at January 1st of 2023, and it's just going to keep running forward every day that passes by until we reach a point where we need to cap it again. So please note, all data organized play is operating off of this filter here. If you want to capture all data for all time, you're going to have to set this filter for all of it and select the all data. Otherwise, this is probably the most currently relevant data that's available to us. So we've got that defaulted between those two. Isn't that exciting? I love it. I love it. So one more thing before we wrap this up on the Commander data page. So this right here will automatically default once again to this January 1st, 2023. So there will be more records available in the historical record for these particular commanders. However, keeping things current, relevant, all of that, it has been defaulted to January 1st, 2023. The new thing, and I'm not going to show the player page because it's going to be roughly the same filters here, is the new thing is now you can query between both organized and open play, or just organized play. So if you want to see what commanders are performing well in an organized meta for the year 2023, there it is. There it is right there. Now notice how, like, Gretchen here at the top, we go ahead and click that. Gretchen's still at the top, but now we have a couple of other records here. We go from 38 wins to 13 wins. So organized play, open and organized play. I'm so jazzed about this. I'm like internally screaming. I love this. So yeah, here, let's switch this thing over. So yeah, really big things. I'm hopeful. Once again, Bodarn, Jonathan, Puzzlebox, Bobby, Fine, so Be Fine, Adam, like all of these folks who contribute to this project in such a major way. I mean, hell, even my brother from the RC, Scarecrow, who Alcadron, who those guys like, scrutinize, keep me on my toes. Like, hey, what are we representing with this kind of stuff? Like, all of these people that contribute, the people that submit the games, for God's sakes, they're heroes. So, like, I'm so jazzed about where we've been, which you can see was somewhat the Stone Age. That first video that I've been showing segments of, we only had 100 games logged at that time. Now we're over 880 games logged. It's been a ride. So thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for submitting those games. Thank you for participating in those tournaments. you've seen the kind of the arc in what we're offering for 2023. It's only going to get more. I was going to say more better. It's only going to get better. It's going to get more better. It's going to get more better, baby. It's only going to get better in 2024. From the bottom of my heart and the rest of the team, thank you so very much. Until next year, my friends.